Shalom, my dear friends. I sit here in my office study here on the fourth day of bombings that have been coming to the holy city of Tzfat, and people are wondering what we're feeling here, how we're managing, and what our thoughts are. And so I'll tell you very briefly what the general idea is and how we're living here. The past few days the schools have been closed, and most of the stores are closed. A friend of mine was traveling outside of Tzfat today, south, and he couldn't even find a gas station that was open locally. The streets are barren when you walk around, but the shuls are full, and the prayers are very heartfelt, and the people are warm to each other and smiling. And even though we hear bombings for the night, and you'll hear it probably if you listen very closely to the video, you might hear some as we're being bombed by near Iran right now. But the general feeling is that Hashem is with us, and that wherever we are, whether we would be here in Tzfat or whether we be in Yerushalayim, we must place our faith in Hashem, that He will protect us wherever we are. This is why we have mezuzahs on our doorposts. This is the foundation of Judaism is our faith, our emunah, our trust. And if you can't trust Hashem wherever you are, even in a place like Tzfat right now where there's been bombings, we hear much more bombings than are listed on CNN or even the Jewish news stations. There are far more bombings than you can imagine that we hear. Tonight alone we heard in the mountainsides probably close to 50 bombs, maybe more. And within Tzfat I think I heard about 2. And throughout Shabbos, in the mornings there was bombings, and then later in the evening. But as the Rav Koenig Shlita has said to the community, if you're nervous, if you can't manage, go. There's nothing wrong, there's no reason you have to be here. But at the same time, when people asked them should they go, they said, Hashem will protect you in Tzfat. So this is a general feeling here. And it's unbelievable the prayers and just the warmth from one another you feel by remaining here, that we're here together, that Hashem is with us, and we're smiling because we know that we're safe. We're safe in Hashem's hands. We're safe in the hands of the local Rav and the Tzaddikim. Tzfat is one of the holiest places in the world. We have the Arizal here. We have Moshe Cordovero, Bermaim Chaim, we have the Alshik, we have Hoshaya the prophet, and this is, Baruch Hashem, a place with tremendous amounts of merit and greatness. And I wish all of you, if you could help us in the way of giving charity to the poor here, because the businesses and the schools, everything is closed, so people are not getting paid, they're not working. And they could use maybe a little bit of weight lifted off their shoulders, not having to worry about where the next dime is going to come from right now and how to manage. So if you could help in that way, it would certainly relieve some of the stress from many of the people here. And I would distribute that personally. And a bomb just went off as I'm speaking. 2 of them. Tzfat is surrounded by the Beria forest, which has a base, an army base there, a smaller one, where I think they carry out many meetings. And they have the main one, which is next to Meron. It's on a higher mountainside, which is like they call it the eyes and ears of all Israel, because it's so high on the mountain. It's the highest mountaintop in the local area. And you can see you can see hundreds of miles in the clearest day. And so that is the point where the Hezbollah has been trying to attack the most, is these bases, which are only about 10-15 minutes from here. So we hear constant bombings throughout the evening, and we were just trying to have our faith, and most people are staying inside. We're not walking around the streets haphazardly or anything, but our faith is strong. Many people, they're not necessarily living in their bomb rooms. Most houses have bomb rooms. Mine doesn't even have one. But we're just trying to be strong and be happy. The Rav had told us we should work on being besimcha, with joy. And obviously in the 3 weeks there's a message from Hashem that everyone, all of us, those living in Tzfat, those living in Yerushalayim, all over the world, in the United States, we have viewers from everywhere, every continent, almost every major city around the world viewing this video. But all of us have to make a change and try to take upon ourselves something extra in our Judaism, our Yiddishkeit, learning a little bit more, saying a little more Tehillim, making the change that we know we already should make, whether it's stopping to do something that we're doing that's wrong and we know it. Now's the time to make that change, and that's the biggest help you can do for us, is to make a little bit more change that you already know that you can take upon yourself and that you should complete. And just locally, I'll tell you that there was one bomb that had hit in two apartments. It had hit in between both of them, and the people were in both apartments. No one was hurt. There's a Mor Chaim, which is down on the bottom south area of Tzfat, that has hundreds of people living in these buildings, and people are walking these sidewalks, and there's a concrete barrier, as you know, when you walk many sidewalks in Israel. There's by mountainsides concrete barriers, so that way there's no mountain slides. So the people were walking along the sidewalk, and here was the cement blockade, and the bomb had hit right on the blockade, but people were still walking, and no one was injured. See, here, the injuries, but you have no idea how many bombs have come, and no one is being hurt from these, because Hashem protects. We have to have emunah. This is 3 weeks. We must be strong in our faith and in our avodas Hashem, and we shouldn't take lightly the message Hashem is sending us to try to make improvements. Thank you, and I hope you'll watch the videos and spread the I Love Torah website, the Torah video website, as there's over 120 Torah videos, the largest in the world, and I'm hoping that we can expand it even more. And even though these things are happening, my main thought is to provide more Torah. Because of this, not to let it hamper it. And I'll be honest with you, if I had a car, maybe this is why I don't, I'd be out there right now trying to make more videotapes at the Kvarim. Because that is my tikkun, that is my task in this world. Every person, they have something about them that they're able to do, maybe a little better than most people, or that's something that's special, unique to them. And I have an ability to do the videos, and maybe it's because of my location, because of the computer, different things, and a bomb just went off, if you heard it. And because of that, and you should also take upon that, whatever that is, Hashem gave you a strong point in your life, to make that a chesed point, and realize that is what Hashem has given you to give to the world, and to help everyone, as many people as you can. And so I'm going to hopefully get back to that as soon as I can. Another bomb just went off. But as you can see, constantly through the night and through the days, there are many, many bombs coming. And you see CNN and all the radio stations, and you see the Lebanese people in pain. What about the people, what about the children that are cuddling to their parents tonight in Tzfat with hundreds, literally endless amounts of bombs going off in the mountainsides. And some which, as they walk the streets in the old city, they're laying there having pulled up the streets. And tefillos, I hope, are with us. All the best.